Hey everyone, welcome to week 2 of Ready Set Summer. Erica, thank you for taking the time out to be on the call today. That means a lot, and yeah, that's awesome. So anyways, today is week 2. Our first week was all about time management and mindset. Mindset is super important to start us off, and I hope you guys were able to take the time to write down some of your daily habits. Um, Once again, this is just a quick reminder from our mindset call, but part of that homework was to write down your daily habits, things that you want to change, things you want to work on, in order to be ready for the summer. So this whole program is designed to help you rock your summer while still being able to have a personal life, being able to spend time with your family, but also finding ways to intertwine your business so that you can do those fun things. So today is all about finding new customers. Let's get going. There will be some homework at the end of this. It's meant for you, right? Like it's to benefit you. So whether or not you do it, that's up to you. But if you do, I promise you, you will see success. So mindset, like I said, is the start of every program I run. We start with mindset, but I like to start each call with that too. So what I'd like to see is, and what I'd like from you is just to start each call with an open mind. Be accepting to new ideas instead of being resistant and, oh, I've tried that before. Be accepting to new ideas and tell yourself that you will find new customers. Starting with that positive affirmation will go far for sure. Hi, Jenna. Thanks for being here.
Can I say something quick?
Sure.
Yeah, so actually it's so funny because sorry, there's a Darth Vader behind me. But just a minute ago, I got a message from someone I reached out to last month about having a party. And she said, don't worry, I'm just going to wait right now. And it just popped up and she was like, hey, I'm ready to have that Epicure party with you now. So don't feel discouraged on no's and maybes because you never know, they might just pop up and say, hey, I'm ready now.
100%. Oh, that is so awesome. You've got to plant those seeds and then they'll blossom when they're ready, right? Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so first and foremost, realize what we have to offer, right? We can be of service to people. So grab a pen and paper, and if you don't get all of these written down now, and I mean, you can, by the way, use your takeaway sheet and write these here, but write a list of ways and reasons that Epicure can help individuals, families, groups. Before you really start diving into finding new customers, the first place you should start is think about and have it on your mind of how we can help people and who we can help. So we'll keep going, and this will be part of your homework for you, right? Okay, so I found something on YouTube that I wanted to share with you guys. It's a quick video, but before we start thinking about new, which I have lots of different ways to find new people, but let's take a look at our own customer base first, because chances are there are people that you're not remembering. And this video will help break down exactly what I mean. I'm going to press play now, but this man is amazing. I've just discovered him and I'm following him now, and he's just awesome. He's opened my mind for sure. So check this out. If we can. Oh, there it goes.
Do you need more customers for your business? Well, who doesn't? But I don't think you just want more customers. You want the right kind of customers. So how do you get more customers? One of the mistakes I see business owners and entrepreneurs make all the time is they only sell to the people at the very top of the buyer pyramid. Now you may be thinking, then what is the buyer pyramid? It's very, very simple. I want you to think about a triangle. And I want you to kind of make a few lines within a triangle. I want you to think about the top, very top of the pyramid, the top 3%. At any given time, only 3% of the marketplace who you're selling to is interested and ready to buy what you have to offer. Only top 3%. And most salespeople, entrepreneurs, they're always only talking to the top 3%. Anything that's not within the 3%, they're not ready to buy right now, they just ignore them. The problem is you are completely ignoring the other 97%. Now, besides the 3%, let's talk about the 7%. They are your ideal customers and clients. They are capable of buying. They are open and interested. They just maybe need you to answer some of the questions. They're kind of on the fence, right? The 7%. And some business owners, they do try to communicate and market and talk to that 7%. But let's talk about below that, the other 30%. So you have the top 10%, the 30% below it. This is the ones, the warm market. These people, they're like, you know, I'm kind of interested. I could be convinced. I could be persuaded, right? I might have a need, maybe not right now, but they could be persuaded if you do the right thing. So that's the 30%. And then below that, you have the other 30%, which they don't even think they are interested. They're not even thinking about it. They just don't know. They don't even know why they need what you have to offer. And then you have the bottom 30%, which is there's no way in hell they're gonna buy from you. These are the people, it doesn't matter what you do, they don't like you, they don't trust you, they don't need what you sell. Like if you're selling a steak, these are the vegetarian, right? They don't want to buy what you sell. So let me give you an example. Let's say you are selling real estate. Let's say you're a realtor. At any given time in the marketplace out there, maybe only 3% of people are looking to buy a new home. Maybe they're moving into the new city, right? Or maybe their kids need to go to school. They want to move to a better school network. They are looking to buy a home. At any given time, 3% of the marketplace. And then you have the 7% that's like, you know what, we're thinking of moving, right? We're kind of looking, right? The open houses, they're checking it out, but they don't have to move right now. They might move maybe a few months from now, but they're considering, they're open, they're interested. And then you have the 30%, they're like, I'm not really thinking about moving, we're okay. But if someone comes along and make a good offer at the house that they have right now at a much higher price, they say, okay, I will sell and then I will move, right? That's the 30%. And then you have then the 30% where, no, I'm not moving. I'm happy with where I am at right now. Maybe possibility, maybe three years from now, 5 years from now. And then you have the bottom 30%. It's just like, nope, this is my home. I am not moving. I'm going to die in this house, right? That's not your target market. So I want you to think about in your marketing message, the way that you do your marketing, who are you talking to? If you're only talking to the top 3%, which is what most people do, you are leaving a big chunk of the marketplace. You're not talking to them. You're only talking to the very, very top that are ready to buy right now, which is nice. But you have to understand that's a very, very small percentage of the marketplace. So what could you do to get and to capture more market share out of this equation? I don't want to talk to only the top 3% or even the top 10%. I want to talk to all 70%. So what do we do? The easiest way is this. Let me give you a very simple example. What I have in front of me is a box of mooncake. Now, the Mooncake Festival is coming up. And you may be thinking, what the hell is a mooncake? What is it? Is it like it's a Chinese tradition? Well, it's a cake. And the best way for me to convince you is not telling you, let me tell you how great the mooncake is. It is great. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of year tradition. I used to eat this when I was growing up. It tasted so good and it's so delicious. It's like kind of like a dessert, but not quite a dessert. Let me tell you about the story about the Mooncake Festival. You're like, I don't give a crap. Or I could just say, hey, you know what? Why don't I cut it up and just give you a little piece? Taste it. That's the best way. So instead of talking to you like the top 3%, let me tell you why this brand of mooncake is the best, right? Or the top 7%. Now I'm talking to the 30% that you're not even thinking about a mooncake. What is a mooncake? Does it taste good? Do I even like it? Why do I want to eat it? The easiest way for me to convince the rest of the percentage is to give you a sample, to give you a taste. If you're selling a service, if you're selling intangible, the best way for me to convince that 30%, maybe not to do business right now, maybe it could be 1 year from now, 2 years from now, it doesn't matter. is to give you a taste of what I have. Then I don't need to convince you. You taste it, oh hey, you know what, this is pretty good. Maybe I'll buy a box. Maybe not a box this year, maybe a box next year. That's okay, it doesn't even matter. That's the best way for me to convince you. Instead of convincing you, just give you a sample, give you a taste. So you gotta think about in your business, how can you add value in advance? How can you let your customers or potential prospects experience what you have, what you can do, how you can solve their problems in advance? Part of the reason why I have so many students in my high ticket closers program is I teach some of my sales techniques. You've seen some of it, closing techniques through YouTube. They get a taste of, okay, this is what Dan does. This is how he closes sales. That's very different. That's very interesting. I'm giving them a sample. I'm giving them a piece of that mooncake. And now they say, you know what? Give me the whole box. So comment below and tell me how you can apply this strategy in your business.
All right, so hopefully you liked his whole analogy like I did. Girls that are on this call, Jenna and Erica, is there a way that you can think of to apply that philosophy to our business?
Yeah, definitely. Right at the end there when he started talking, I clued into like what his initial part of the video was, and I actually smiled. It is, you have to share the experience. You can't just talk about it all the time. You have to get it into the mouths, into the kitchens. You have to bring people into your house if you have to. While he was talking about that, I was just thinking about the fear that people might have of hosting their first party at their own house. My fear is 3 dogs and 3 boys. I was thinking, maybe I'll find someone that I can go to their house and do it. So that's another thing, is just reaching out, and you have to get the product out into people's mouths.
I love that. Yeah, it's so funny because what he was doing this whole time was giving us a sample of what he offers, right? And yeah, like obviously that was a move for him, but we still learned from it and we still benefited from it. So our customers can be, it's the same situation. So I'm going to share with you today some ways that I try to get samples and get products into the hands of new people. So to add value in advance. I love that quote from it. All right. All right, so meet people where they're at. So your schedules, I don't know about you ladies, my schedule changes in the summertime once my kids, I've got 3 kids, they're all suddenly at home with me and I want to spend time with them in the summer. You get 18 summers with your kids, 18. And that's not a lot. And sometimes less than that, because once they're like 16, 17 years old, are they going to really want to spend their summers with mom? But they want to now. So I want to be there as much as possible. So I shift my business in the summer, and that means, like we talked about during time management last week, I get up early and I work in my office a couple of hours, like from 6 till 9 a.m. But when it comes to meeting new people, meet people where they're at. Try to think, where do your friends go in the summer? Where do other moms go in the summer? Are you going to campgrounds? Are you going to play groups? Are you going to barbecues, to family functions? Think about how you can share Epicure in those ways so that you're not taking any time away from your family. You're not missing out on those fun things. You can incorporate Epicure into that. And how are you introducing yourself? This is a really big one. And this is something I struggled with for a long time, for a lot of, like, probably my first 5 years with Epicure. I was a school secretary and I was in Epicure, a leader with Epicure. And, you know, I had so many missed opportunities getting my hair done. When my hairdresser says, "Oh, so what do you do?" "Oh, I'm a school secretary." Is that beneficial in the moment? I mean, yeah, of course you can mention it, but is that something, am I trying to grow more school secretaries? No. So switching it in a way that lets you talk about your business and makes people curious. So now when somebody asks me what I do, well, I help busy families get healthy meals on the table. And I help people make money doing the same thing. So helping busy families get meals on the table, people are automatically, this mosquito has been driving me nuts. Sorry. Okay.
I have some in here too. I don't know.
So yeah, just getting people curious, like, or and it could be anything. So what do you do? Oh, I cook, or I share healthy meals with people. So just letting people know what you do, that way you're getting that conversation going. And not only that, but you're getting contact information and you're sharing, because you, and I will teach you this. I think I got him. Gross. But thinking about having samples and having business cards and having things on you this summer. So I've got a kit that I'm going to share with you in a second. So I am an introvert naturally. I know a lot of people don't believe that. I freeze up a lot of times when I shouldn't. And we know when I have an opportunity to meet a new person, but you've got to be prepared, and you can't, in order to grow in this business, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone, because if you just stay where you're comfortable, there's only so much growth there. You can stay where you're comfortable, but then you'll max out on that circle. So you want to be able to get out of your comfort zone, tell yourself to be brave. Derek and I were in New York last month, and he encouraged me because he knows I'm shy. And this one woman approached me. We were waiting in line for a restaurant, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, your hair, I have curly hair too. I use these products." And she's telling me how she's a mom, and she only had mat leave for 6 weeks, and she went back to work. And she's asking me, what do I do? And I share what I do. And I didn't get her contact information. And Derek was like, "Miranda, like we ended up leaving that restaurant. So did she, because it was just too long to get in." And he's like, "She's walking alone. Go and talk to her." And he encouraged me, and I went up to her, and now we have each other on social media. So having your partner or your friend that you're with know that you are trying to do this and have them encourage you, that'll help, because I would not have done that without Derek. But yes, so keep samples on you always with your contact info on them. That's very important. But keep a car kit. So in my car, I went and grabbed this. It was just a cheapy little basket. You can get these at the Dollarama, or you can use a tote bag, whatever you want. But I'll show you what those are in a second. But I've got catalogs that have my info on them. And even though we're switching to a July catalog soon, this catalog is still awesome. Most of our products are still available in it. So if you have extra catalogs, use them, and put a sticker on with your info. And I have samples as well that have my information on them. Let me see. Oh, do these ones have oh yeah, they do. So on the back of my sample pack, I have my info. So when they use this, they can let me know. But the key is to make sure you have contact information from other people. Like if you're talking with with the person at your customer service rep at a store that you're in, what do they call it? Yeah, customer service rep. We'll go with that. If you're talking with them about Epicure, just say, "Well, do you mind if I put you in my VIP group? I have a contest going on. I'm sharing recipes later." Make sure you're able to keep in touch with them, because chances are that person, they might be shy and they might not, or they might forget about you after meeting with 55 other customers that day. You want to be able to get in contact with them. Keep a car kit, and yeah, put people in your Facebook group immediately. What do you girls think of that?
Jen, are you gonna go, or sorry, not to put you on the spot? No? Okay. Yeah, so my biggest issue with, and I think most of us can relate to this, is when you have a bunch of parties going on and you're scheduling for your parties, I tend to go stale in my own Facebook group. And then I forget about all those people, like the triangle, the market of all the 100% of people that are in my group. That is my biggest thing. I kind of fall from, my groups to my actual group, my group.
Yeah, I think we're going to do a brainstorm this month as an org on how to keep your VIP group active in the summertime. So stay tuned for that. It'll be coming up very soon. All right.
Sorry, but for the car kit, do you just get little stickers and stuff printed out from Amazon with all your info and whatnot on it as well?
Oh, I didn't even know Amazon did that. I have some from Vistaprint, but Amazon.
Oh, I don't know if Amazon does it.
Yeah, if they did, it's probably cheaper than Vistaprint. But if you don't have stickers made, you can do it on a computer too. You can print off labels and print them off. Even if you don't have the sticker paper, you can cut them and then tape it out. It doesn't matter, as long as your info is on those books so that that person knows how to contact you. Some people are doing QR codes now, which I've seen, and I love that too. There's so many different ways. So Epic 15 promo code. Epicure has made it really awesome for us to attract new customers. So on the back of every business card, you should have this written down, Epic 15, have it beside your website, but you have to actually tell this person that you're talking to that, hey, you're new to Epicure. You can save 15% off your entire order. It doesn't matter. There's no minimum. There's no, you have to spend 100. Just your first order, you get 15% off of. Here's my website. You just go here and then at checkout, type in Epic 15 in the promo code bar. That's something that we should be sharing the heck out of, because what better way to get new customers? So many people, they say statistically, people are attracted to that promo code. If you see them on Instagram for businesses all the time, and this is not a special promo that you're doing, so you can share this publicly. You can share this in your stories. You can share this on your Instagram if it's a public thing. You can share it on your business page if it's public. That's something that you can go ahead and promote. Yeah. In group orders, yes, you can in group orders, as long as it's a brand new customer, their email hasn't been used. As long as they're brand new, then yeah, you'll be able to enter that for them.
Sorry, I just have a quick question about this, because you're sharing with everybody, but how are you approaching it? They have to be new only.
So I
don't want a disappointment and somebody going on thinking they can use this code and then it has to be somebody brand new, does not have an account, right?
Yeah, I would, like, when I had it in my story once, I said, are you brand new to Epicure? This promo was for brand new customers.
Right.
If that person came up to me, and said, well, I want to use it, I would let them know that there's other promos. Like right now we have the spring 20 for anyone who spends 100. But it's geared for new customers. So, I mean, we have things that are like, it's just a way to attract new. I can't see people being offended necessarily. They could always use their husband if their husband's never shopped before. If there's ways, but
I just didn't know if you're putting it on the back of your business card or something. Are you putting new customer only kind of thing?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
Totally, yeah, new customer, Epic 15. But like I said, I'm verbally giving, if I'm like, I could even write it on the back right before I give it to them. Oh, just so you know, I know you're new. This promo code is for new customers, and then you verbally told them that it's for new customers.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Great question. All right, so I've got sample packs. So I spend a lot of time on campgrounds. This coming weekend, we're going camping with my family. And about 2 summers ago, I came up with this Happy Camper sample pack. And I have the Canva template for you guys to use to switch it up, to put, instead of Miranda's, you put your own name there. And on this document, if you don't have these products in hand and you want to switch it up, anyways, I've got the Canva template, but this is what it looks like. I've got a Ziploc bag and I just printed off the label there and I taped it to the outside of the bag. And then inside I have a mac and cheese, a smoke and barbecue sauce, a sample of guacamole, of 3 onion, and of blue butterfly tea. And then I share different ways that you can use those. Every line here, like the mac and cheese, use it on pasta or sprinkle on popcorn. And it's geared to the camper. So when you've met somebody, you're on a campground, you're at the site next to you, you've gotten to know them over the past couple of days, they know you're an Epicure consultant, and you can share this with them. What I don't do, because that's kind of pricey, right? You've got a full-size mac and cheese pack and a full-size barbecue sauce pack. You don't want to go out of pocket. You want to make sure that this is getting into the hands of somebody that you've already connected with. So somebody new. And this, like, kids make it easy, by the way. If you're with your kids and they're playing with someone else's kids, go and introduce yourself to the parents, and you can say, hey, by the way, I've got this. We're making some yummy meals this week, and I thought I would bring some extra to share with others on the campground. So I found success in this. I think it's nice too, right? Just to be able to offer that to someone. So if you want to give this a shot, go for it. But there's different ways you can spin this. You could make if you go to Playgroup, you can make a Playgroup one and gear it to moms. If you go to a playground, you can just share different recipes. It doesn't have to be this. You can take this idea and kind of put a spin on it. But yeah, I keep these in my car as well. Ooh, it just dawned on me, like in the wintertime, hockey mom one. Like I could do something with when I go to tournaments and meet new moms.
Want to interrupt for 1 second? I'm doing an event next weekend at a campground. It's a local campground. I don't camp there, but I would love to have any tips into how to infiltrate that market
Ooh, so you're doing
and
an
make a
event?
good impact while I'm there, because I'm just there for a vendor event. And it's the first one time they're having one, and I want to be present there with the people. And you know what I mean? I would love nothing more than to collect orders and do that throughout the summer or the fall, whenever they're there, and
Yeah,
build that relationship with that, campground.
that's cool. So the campground itself is having a vendor event?
Well, it's quite a campground, but no, it's another host putting it on. It's actually like a butter tart festival happening in the campground. So, and it's only like 25 minutes away. So these would be like my people completely.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool. So I would definitely like think about different ways to showcase products. Like there's going to be people who stay in RVs for the summer, right? So like, or
Yeah.
yeah,
Like there's people that have trailers there that stay there all year round, and they come up in the summer and the fall.
okay.
And then there's like little cabins you can rent there. It's on the rail trail, like the tracks where people four-wheeler, like it's so much exposure to so many people.
That is amazing. So, do you have an opportunity, do you think, at this event to do like to have a demo for people or to have a chance to have the floor and talk?
Probably not, because it is kind of like a vendor event as well, where there'll be a lot of people.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm just trying to make the best impact I can. And
yeah,
yeah,
no kidding. So, but you're not camping there, you're just going there for that event.
right.
Okay.
I don't camp there. No.
Okay. So I would definitely like, I'm picturing you setting your table up to look like the inside of a trailer. Like have the roll-up rack, which every RV or trailer needs a roll-up rack to sit over top of the sink. Have that there and have cheesy fries to go with, the Jiffy Pop, but also the steamer for popcorn too, and like O Canada for fish, because I'm sure there's people that are fishing nearby. Our summer products are like going to be the best, and have demos. If you could have a jug of blue butterfly tea maybe and let people try that. Oh, that sounds so exciting.
I love that. And I never thought about that. I do have roll-up racks, but I never thought about like kind of gearing it towards the trailer or
Yeah.
I love that idea. Thank you so much. That's a great idea.
Yeah, no problem. But even having these sample packs, if you were to, and then you set yourself a goal in your head, like I'm going to connect and build relationships with 3 or 5, whatever it is for you, people. So not just people that come by your table and you just give this, but if you, for those special connections that you make when people come to your table, say, you know what, I have like 3 of these. I'm only giving them out to a couple of people. I want you to have one. In here, you'll find samples of these products that you can use in your trailer while you're camping. I don't know. What do you think about that, Jenna?
I love that. Or would it be if I could spread that around more? So instead of like a sample pack of all that, maybe just like one of the mac and cheese to somebody, and then I could spread it to more people? Or do you think it's better to do like a sample pack?
No, that works too. This is however you envision it, but like a mac and cheese with like direct with different ways to use it kind of stapled to it with your business card. And yeah, you could totally break that down.
I love that. Thank you.
No problem. You have to keep me posted, please, on this event.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this one.
When is it?
On next Saturday.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, message me after, please, if you think of it.
Will do.
Okay. Okay, so some ideas how and where to find new people. All right, so there's no one better than your customers, and that's why next week is all about hosting and how to find hosts. But the best way to find new people will always, always, always be through a host, because they will introduce you to people that you've never met before. And those people are interested because their friend is interested. So that is the number one way to find new. And that's what our whole program, our whole company is designed on. It's that party plan business, right? So one host introduces you to 10 people, and then hosts from there will introduce you to 10 more people each. So it's really the best way, but we sometimes have to kind of start from scratch, right? So referrals from customers, for one. If you have an awesome customer who's very loyal to you, complimenting them and saying, thank you so much for your support. You're amazing. I wish I had 10 more of you. Do you have any friends that you can think of that would also benefit the way you have been? So yeah, referrals for sure. And you can offer a free dip for somebody who refers a customer once their customer places an order, or a free sample pack, whatever you want to do. Networking. So joining a group. If you look on your town or your city's chamber of commerce, you may notice some monthly groups, like there's business women meetings, and I'm drawing a blank on what the name of some of these are. I know Paro is the name of ours in our community, and I'm part of Paro, so I don't even remember what it stands for, but it's just other business women who get together and network. So networking with them will help for sure. They'll either share different ways that they're meeting customers, or they'll become new customers. I've had that happen too. Partnering with another business. So if you have a friend who's with Tupperware, or a friend who is with Norwex, and just coming together and saying, hey, can we do an event together with it? Whether it's online, whether it's in person, can we do an event together? That way I'm introducing you to my friends, you're introducing me to yours. Trade shows and markets are always a good idea if you can find those in your area. Kids sports. So if your child is in soccer, getting out there instead of just sitting in the stands and keeping to yourself or reading a book, try to chat with other people and introduce yourself and all those things that are sometimes uncomfy. Facebook support groups. So I'm in some groups for moms of children with ADHD, just as an example. So forming relationships, you're not going into these groups to market yourself. You're not going in there and posting or epic your order going in. I just mean we're a relationship business. We're all about forming relationships with people. So once you do that, you'll know more people naturally. So community events. You could have a bring a friend event. So if you have a launch party or an open house at your house, call it bring a friend event and have people bring somebody new. Have a prize for those that do. Search on social media and build connections that way. So just doing searches of events that are happening in your community, those kind of things. Go where your target market is. So, it's food, so our target market is anyone. But primarily, look at your customer group and look through your VIP group, look through the members list. Who is your target market? Who do you see the most of? Do you see moms? Do you see dads? Do you see retired people? Try to go where your target market is. And one thing that I've worked on since working my business full time, maybe before that too, is building trust with organizations in town. So I've done a lot of fundraising, like when I was on maternity leave, I donated my commissions to hockey, to curling, to different organizations around town. But even without that, sometimes without my mat leave and donating commissions, I still do. So I'll sometimes have an event and donate the host credits to the curling club so that they can use those as prizes at their bonspiel. So that will help you build trust working with organizations so they know that you are out to help. And leave catalogs wherever you can. This doesn't mean go and spend a whole lot of money on catalogs, but we often, unless it's just me, I often end up with extra catalogs at the end of a season. Don't throw those out. Don't put those in the recycle bin, please. If you can get out to different medical offices, I know some places are a little hesitant to leave books now, but not everywhere. But leave those catalogs for people to see, people to look at. If I am in an airport, I will strategically bring catalogs with me. I'll sneak some in when I'm in an airplane. I'll sneak some in that little pouch ahead of me and kind of tuck it into one of the Air Canada books. But if I'm in an airport, when I get up to leave, I'll leave one on the table. People are bored. You never know, and you have those extra books anyways. Leave them where you can, obviously with your contact information on them. But those are just some ideas. If you have any ideas to add, please let me know. Is there anything I'm missing? There's so many ways to meet people. It's just that we often forget, and we often just stick to that top 3% of our customers and then wonder why sales aren't coming in because they've all just ordered. There's so many other opportunities. Anything to add here? Any questions? Okay. All right. So using tools from today, develop a plan to acquire new customers. What does that mean? Just write down where you intend to find them based off of some of the tools that you've learned today, how to get to know them, how to build those relationships. Write down a plan for yourself and connect with 5 new individuals. Can you do that? Can you connect with 5 new people by next week? See if you can. Set yourself up for success, right? Like tell yourself that you can do this. Tell yourself that you will have new customers, and it'll happen. We just have to keep that positive mindset. All right. Anything to share? Any questions? What do you girls think? I think Erica's running around chasing her kids maybe, but Jenna, any thoughts on this today?
No, I think this is wonderful. Well, I have a lot of thoughts. I think this was wonderful, and I'm going to rewatch it again. And I didn't bring my pen, so I'll have to rewatch again. And yeah, thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you for being here. This is your second week coming to the calls, so you're 2 for 2. Awesome. All right, so I will put some documents up, the Canva links for those Happy Camper sample packs in case anyone wants to take them and tweak them and all that. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the recording. If you did, make sure to fill in your takeaway sheet and snap a little picture of it to me if you want to. You don't have to, but thank you. And bye, guys.
Bye.